Welcome once again back to the topic surds. Here is another form in which the examiner can test your knowledge of this topic. We have these different questions. So let's see how to solve this. Let's see how we can solve this question. Look at the first question. We have 3 root 3 plus 2 divided by square root of 3 minus 5 divided by square root of 27. This question, you can solve this question in two different ways. The first method, you take the LCM since you are dealing with fraction. Simplify, then apply the knowledge of surd. Either there is need to rationalize or there is no. The second method is this. You have this as a surd in its simple form. You cannot further reduce this. You have this in fraction form. When you have surd in fraction form, especially when the denominator when the denominator is a surd, you rationalize. Similarly here also, for this case, you reduce first, then after reduction of this, you are still going to have surd in the denominator. Then you rationalize. So the second method, you only need to rationalize this, you get your result. Rationalize this, get your result. Then combine the three results together. If you can add or you can find their difference, good. Then you do that. So I would like to go with the second method. So because that second method is stress-free, and how do we go about this second method? We first rationalize this, we get our result. Rationalize this, you get your result. Then we apply the result at the end. So now question number 1. 3 root 3 plus 2 divided by square root of 3 minus 5 divided by square root of 27. Now, we want to go by what we rationalize first. So now you rationalize this. So this becomes 3 root 3 plus 2 divided by square root of 3 multiplied by root 3 divided by square root of 3. So let me keep this. Minus, you do the same here. 5 divided by square root of this square root of 27, when you reduce the same thing as 3 root 3. This 3, because 27 is 9 times 3. By the time you find the square root of 9, you get a 3. You cannot find square root of it, so it remains like this. So this is 3 root 3. Now multiply again by, then also when you are rationalizing this stuff, it's not necessary you use the entire 3 root 3. You can just make use of a root 3 alone. Multiply by root 3 divided by root 3. Only when you have a single surd like this, not when you have in this form. Now, let's simplify further. This 3 remains the same, 3 root 3. Now, by the time you open the bracket here, you have 2 multiplied by root 3, that is 2 root 3. Root 3 multiplied by root 3, that's square root of 9, which is equals to 3. So this is 3. Now here you have 2 root 3 divided by 3. Want to do the same here, minus 5 multiplied by this, that is just 5 root 3. Don't forget, 5 cannot multiply the value inside the root. It will only stay outside, or multiply the value outside. Value outside here is 1, so 5 times 1 is 5 and root 3. Now here also, now 3 inside the root, multiply 3 inside the root. 3 times 3 is 9. Don't forget, you have this 3 outside. Now root 3 times root 3, that's square root of 9. Square root of 9 is 3, so that's 3 times 3. The 3 you have outside with the result we got from the product of these two. Now we have 3 root 3 again plus 2 root 3 divided by 3 minus 5 root 3 divided by 9. Now you can take your LCM here. The LCM here is 9. So we have 9 1 in 9, so just multiply the whole of this by 9. 1 goes in 9 is 9, so 9 multiplied by 3 over 3, that is just 27 root 3. 3 goes in 9 is 3, so 3 multiplied by this, that is just a 6 root 3. 9 in 9, that is 1, just minus 5 root 3. So 27 plus 6, that's 33. 33 minus 5, you know, when you are adding similar surds together, what expected to add or to find the difference is just the coefficient. You cannot add root 3 to root 3, but you can only add their coefficients. So 27 plus 6, 33. 33 minus 5, 28. So your final result will be 28 root 3 divided by 9. If you want to confirm this result is right, you can try the alternative method I said earlier. You first take the LCM directly from here, and then you rationalize. So that's just the end of this question number 1. Now let's check the second question. So the second question, we have 4 root 2 minus 1 divided by 3 root 2 plus 2. This is similar to one of our previous question we solved. The only difference is we have a single value here. We don't have sum or difference of two values. We have just a single value as the numerator. Now here, what we need to do again, since the surd is in fraction form, you rationalize. But this time around, your conjugate will not be the same value, but the sign in the middle will change. If this is plus, as we have it in this question is plus, your conjugate will now be 3 root 2 minus 2 divided by 3 root 2 minus 2. But if the sign here is minus, your own will now be this plus this plus. Please don't change your question. What we change is only the conjugate you are using to multiply. And we are not using the numerator, but what we are using the denominator. You can see this and this, they are similar. The only sign is sign. So that is what. And once again, your conjugate is what turn a rational number to rational number. So when you multiply a number by its conjugate, the square root there will disappear. There won't be square root again. So let's see how this goes again. Now here we are multiplying this by this. So I will just write 4 root 2 minus 1 multiplied by 3 root 2 minus 2. Everything divided by product of the conjugate. When you are multiplying two conjugates together, that simply means square of the first number minus square of the second number, which is 2. So because this is just the case of a difference of 2 square, the same value, but the sign here is different. So it means square of the first number minus square of the second number will be your result. Now let's expand this. So to expand, you have to be very careful so that you don't mix it up. Now what you need to do, you are taking the first value here to multiply the entire value in the second bracket. You take the second part together with negative sign to multiply this. And let's do that. So we have 4 root 2 multiplied by this one, 3 root 2 minus 2. You also take this one again, negative 1 minus 1 multiplied by this again, 3 root 2 minus 2. Then everything over. Now we move to this place. We have 3 root 2 square. According to rule of indices, when you have several variables inside the bracket, your square will affect each of those variables. Here now we have 3 root 2. This square will affect 3. It will also affect the square root of 2. So 3 square, that is 9, multiplied by 2 square is 4, but square root of 4 is 2, so you have 2. Minus 2 square is also 4 here. Now we move further again. Now let's open this bracket. Roots of surd, outsider for outsider, insider for insider. So that is the value outside will apply the value outside, The value inside the root also multiply the value inside the root. Now let's do that. 4 times 3, that is 12. Square root of 2 multiplied by square root of 2, that is square root of 4. Square root of 4. Okay, let me just write it. Now here again, we use the same value to multiply this negative 2. The square root inside, 2 inside the root will not be affected by the 2 outside here. So this 2 will only multiply the 4 outside. Minus 2 times 4, that is minus 8 root 2. We do the same again with this negative 1 now. Negative 1 times 3, that is just negative 3 root 2. You know, the square root of 2 at the back. Negative 1 multiplied by negative 2, that is plus 2. Minus times minus plus, 1 times 2, 2. Divided by 9 times 2, that is 18, minus 4. Now, let's simplify again. Let's simplify further. Now, this is 12. Square root of 4 is 2. If square root of 4 equals to 2, 2 times 4 times 12, that is 24. Look at these two values. They are similar sorts. 8 root 2, negative 8 root 2, negative 3 root 2. So now you have minus 8 minus 3 as the coefficient of this square root of 2. So minus 8 minus 3 is just like you are adding, which is negative 11. Negative numbers together is like you are adding negative number. When you're adding two negative numbers together, the number will increase. Though in real sense it decreases. So, but what I mean by increase here is this value will rise. But by the time you join the negative sign, it's opposite. So now it's just like you say 8 plus 3, 11, but your result will be negative. So this becomes negative 11 root 2. This one, this will give us negative 11 root 2 plus 2. Everything over, that's 14. 18 minus 4 is 14. Now, we can also add the similar numbers together again. You know, collect the like terms. This is just 24 plus 2. 24 plus 2 minus 11 root 2. Everything over 14. And this equals 26 minus 11 root 2. Everything divided by 14. And that's your final result. But sometimes, probably maybe in WAEC or JAMP or any other external exam, you may be asked to express your result in this form: a plus b root 2. Question says express your result in this form: a plus b root 2. It means, you know, you have this result, but you expect to express it in this one. What should come to your mind is you have to separate this with the denominator here. Instead of writing 26 minus 7, you can just say 26 divided by 14 minus 11 root 2 divided by 14. You separate it. So now this will represent your A. Coefficient here will represent your B. So now your A will be 26 over 14. You can further reduce it. And your B will be, because of this negative sign, now will be negative 11 over 14. It's not part of the question, but I just raised the question now. In case the question say express this question in the form of this. So that's very simple. And even if the question says a plus b root c, it means that your a is this value, your b is this, while your c will be the value inside the root, which is 2. So anything that comes after that also, you can still solve it. So this is just the end of this lesson. So watch out for another aspect under this topic. We are still moving.